Welcome to the Oracle Forms installation guide. Installing Oracle Forms can seem a little daunting, but following this tutorial I'll guide you through the process. First we'll download the software we need. I'm using Java JDK 8 Update 221. You might be able to use a later version, but stick with this version if in doubt. Throughout this video I will shorten some sequences, especially to minimize the time spent on downloads and installation. Now that the JDK has downloaded, we can move on to downloading the Weblogic software. Note the version is 12.2.1.4. Be sure to choose the Fusion Middleware Infrastructure Installer. It'll be the largest of the files. Once the Weblogic software is downloaded, we can move on to downloading the Oracle Forms software. Be sure to choose version 12.2.1.4 and choose the correct platform, which in this case is Windows 10 64-bit. This web page presents two ways to download. You can click on the hyperlink or you can press the download button. The download button uses a download manager which may or may not work with your browser. If that's the case, use the hyperlink. Once you've downloaded all the software, create a folder on your hard drive from which to install all the software from. Locate your Downloads folder and move and copy files into our Oracle Downloads folder we created on our hard drive. The contents of your Oracle Downloads folder should look like this. Now let's install the JDK. Run as administrator. Just accept the default. Once the JDK is installed, we can move on to installing Weblogic. Start a command prompt as administrator. Change directory to your Oracle Downloads folder. And now we need to run the Java command to install the Weblogic software. Now this will take some time to run, and I've shortened this sequence. You can accept the defaults through this installation wizard. And again, I've shortened this sequence. This does take quite some time. And now we need to install a piece of Microsoft software. The Oracle documentation is a bit vague on this, but search for this exact phrase, Visual C++ Redistributable for Visual Studio 2012 Update 4. Once it's downloaded, you can run it directly from here. And double check you have the right version, which is 11.0.61030. And the final major piece of software to install is Oracle Forms. Type the name of the installer in your administrator command prompt. Choose your Oracle Home. Ensure the radio button is set to Forms and Reports deployment. Choose the JDK location you installed earlier. Be sure to allow the Windows firewall access. These next sequences have been significantly shortened. Your installation could easily take half an hour or more. And now we need to create the repository. The repository is created by the rcu.bat file. Go to Oracle, Middleware, Oracle Home, Oracle Common, and Bin, and the rcu.bat file will be there. Start a command prompt with administrator privileges. Copy the directory path from the File Explorer and CD to that location. Then type rcu.bat. You will require an Oracle database. You can use an Oracle database running inside a virtual machine. Search the Oracle website for Oracle appliances, pre-built virtual machines with Oracle databases. Choose Create Repository, System Load and Product Load. Type in the host name of your Oracle database and the port, which is normally 1521, and the service name. And your sys login. Make sure that you select these options. And now you'll need to decide upon a password for the schemas that will hold the information about the repository. Be sure to take a note of those. and now we need to create the domain. This is by far and away the most complicated part of the installation. Navigate your file manager to Oracle, Middleware, Oracle Home, Oracle Common, Common, Bin. Copy the path from the file manager and CD to that location using your command prompt, which is open as administrator. Type config.cmd. We're going to create a new domain, so just press Next. For this forms installation, ensure you have these options checked. Please take special care to note down your Weblogic password. You will need this later. For the domain mode, choose Production. You will now need to connect onto the database that had the repository schemas. Use the database credentials you used before, but for the schema password, it's the one that we copied down earlier for repo schemas. Press the Get RCU Configuration button. If that connects successfully, we can move on to the next step. And now select the topology and system components and press Next. With the admin server selected on the left-hand side and the admin server machine selected on the right, press the right-facing chevron to copy it across and press Next. Press the green plus to add a system component and call it OHS1. Choose a component type of OHS and press Next. Enter a listener address of localhost and press Next. Select the admin server machine, select OHS1 and press the right chevron to copy it over and press Next. This next sequence has been shortened and can take some time. And now we need to configure the servers. This text will be available in the links below, but note there is no space after the username or password. The Weblogic password was noted down from an earlier step. Copy these instructions and paste them into your administrator command prompt. And now we need to navigate to the servers directory, to admin server, to security, and let's look at the boot properties. There should be no space at the end of these lines. And now on the directory path, click on the base domain part. Navigate to bin and right-click on Start Node Manager. Choose Run as Administrator. Verify that the Node Manager starts, and then minimize the window. In this same directory location, right-click on Start Weblogic command, run as administrator, and check that it starts. This can take a little while. Copy the directory path and using your Open Administrator command prompt, cd to that directory. Now type in startmanagedweblogic.cmd space wls_forms. This also can take some time. Now that it's running, minimize the window. Navigate back to Oracle Home and cd to bin. We need to check that the Oracle Forms Builder is functional. Double-click on frmbuild.exe. There are a number of things that can go wrong at this stage. If you see an error for msvcr100.dll, then follow these next steps. To deal with the msvcr100 error, locate the Microsoft Visual C++ 2010 SP1 redistributable package, download and install. If, like me, you're running your Windows 10 64-bit on Parallels on a Macintosh, you may find a situation where your form builder just crashes unexpectedly. This is because Parallels installs a custom keyboard and the form builder cannot handle this. Go to Language Keyboard Options and change the Parallels keyboard to US QWERTY as shown here. We now need to launch the Enterprise Manager Fusion Middleware Control. Go to localhost 7001/EM. Username is Weblogic and the password should have been noted down from an earlier part of the installation. Click the navigation icon next to Base Domain and navigate to HTTP server. Choose OHS1. Start the server up. And now it's time to configure forms. Navigate to Oracle Middleware, Oracle Forms, Forms, Templates, Config, and open up forms.conf. Navigate to the bottom of this file and paste in the configuration. Details of the configuration will be supplied with links associated with this video. Now save the forms.conf file. Copy the file, forms.conf. Navigate to Oracle Middleware, Oracle Home. Navigate to User Projects, Domains, Base Domain, Config, FMW config, Components, OHS, Instances, OHS1, and module conf, and paste the file forms.conf. We now need to restart the server. Once the web server has restarted, we can start the test form. Although it's worth noting that Oracle Forms 12 does not require a browser to start the form. If Oracle Forms is installed correctly, you should see this Java applet start. And this concludes the video. Thank you for watching.